The newly appointed Vice President of the Congress Party, Rahul Gandhi, has made an emotional pitch for reinventing the grand old party and the entire political system. Addressing the party's Chintan Shivir on the concluding day today, Rahul cited his grandmother's assassination to make the point that India needs hope to move ahead. Rahul said he now considers working for India his primary duty, and he's now ready to work for every Indian, not just the youth. He said the country needs nation builders, and he promised that the Congress would now groom new leaders in every state.
But last night, my mother came to my room and she sat with me and she cried. Why did she cry? She cried because she understands that the power so many people seek is actually a poison. हमें 40-50 नेता तैयार करने हैं जो देश को चला सके, सिर्फ प्रदेश को नहीं, देश को चला सके. The Congress Party is now my life. The people of India are my life. And I will fight for the people of India and for this party. I will fight with everything I have. ये हिंदुस्तान का, शायद दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा परिवार है, और इसमें हिंदुस्तान में सब लोग अंदर आ सकते हैं. शायद एक भी नियम और कानून इस पार्टी में नहीं. कभी कभी मैं पूछता हूं अपने आप से, भैया ये चलता कैसे है, ये इलेक्शन कैसे जीतता है. There is a young and impatient India, and it is demanding a greater voice in the nation's future. The answer is not in running these systems better. The answer is to completely transform these systems. We have to rethink these systems and we have to transform them completely. People who are corrupt, stand up and talk about eradicating corruption. People who are corrupt talk about eradicating corruption. And then people who disrespect women every day over their life talk about women's rights.
What did you think? This is probably one of the first sessions that you're attending, AICC session. How do you think of Rahul?
I was in Burari a couple of years ago, but I think the climax was this magnificent speech by Rahul Gandhi, because what he did was simultaneously political and personal. He touched minds as well as hearts. He managed to inspire and at the same time to move. It was the most extraordinary political performance. In some ways, I think he's transformed even the nature of political discourse in our country, because we're not used to leaders letting us into their souls like that. And he laid bare his heart. And I think the crowd assembled there have just embraced him. It's been galvanizing, inspiring. You saw everybody on their feet repeatedly. There is a palpable sense of excitement, which I think has been the most astonishing climax. Meetings will happen and go, but a speech like this happens but rarely in the political history of a nation.
Yeah. On the Rahul Gandhi's speech today,
I think it is one of the most outstanding orations that I have heard ever since I've been in politics, and since I was a young man in this country. It was outstanding from every point of view. It was emotive, it was thoughtful, it was based on the reality of India, and the future of India was based on hope. And I think it brought all these elements together, and whoever heard him, both within the hall and outside the hall, should have realized that here is a man who thinks differently and who wants India to move differently, and that will happen only when we work hard, we are able to relate to people, the difficulties of ordinary people, and that the chasm between those in power and those out of power is reduced, and that those out of power, their voices are heard by those in power. And I think that's really the message that he gave.
With that, I think the people in the country, the electorate of this country is very sharp and very intelligent. they are able to decide and have a distinction between those who can provide stable government, a government which is inclusive, a government which is caring. It's all very well with the other parties doing propaganda, but I think Rahul Gandhi, certainly the party would wish that he is our next Prime Minister.
And do you think he should be projected as the Prime Minister?
That's for him to decide.